Alright. I'm actually going to get more in depth into how the actual videos work. So, you're here to play a song. Like here, this song is called Comptun Don I can't. I'm probably butchering it. But if I'm being honest, it's a good song. But here's what's going on right here. We got a chord, a second chord, third chord, fourth chord. Repeats. And we're looking at just the blue here. All this right hand stuff is the green, and it will be doing other things later. It's usually just two separate colors. Third chord, fourth chord. The only reason that's happening is because right here, the first chord that gets played has this, if we follow this line down, right here, this note, this note. So these two right here, which on the piano are these notes, and we have this note, and we have this note, which on the piano is right there, and then right there. So that would be, remember these two notes? And now, with the added other two. So in total, the first chord is this. Now, even if you don't know how to play, you can see these little things where how all the way across the exact same note up there, if you follow the black keys, having it be the rightmost on the two, rightmost white key on the two, and then we have this note here, and if you look here, that has the same shape, and you know, that's just like little extra things. And then if we see here, plus that top note, that's more into the actual theory of how the piano works. We're not getting onto all that scientific jazz. We're just seeing what we need to play. So now that we know the first chord, the second chord begins. And instead of us playing up here, which is like so, which is what's being played because it goes octave, one note, a little half bit, note, octave, a little bit, half bit. But what's going on here is instead of playing that note up there, that note there, that note there, and that note there, playing the same notes there, so this one and this one. But instead of playing up here, like we did a couple seconds ago, like so, or we play it up here with those notes. Now, we're playing with this note. That one. So instead of playing we now go and now we figured out the first chord and the second chord. Now all that happens on the third chord is instead of playing this here, we keep all that here, so this is all the same, that's all the same, but now instead of playing those there, that's happening, so that changes. So instead of this note being played down here, it now goes and plays that one. See how the color is a little different too? A little darker for the black notes. So in that moment, what will happen is the change will still be the same here, so it's still the octave, but then it's this here, perfectly the same as before, and the change now is here, right there. So now we've figured out the third chord, which is, remember, if you look right there, that black left on the 3, right? have one more. Remember, 4 chords. So we're almost out. Boom. That's the change. So this entire time we've been playing with that note right there. Now we move it in. Move it to the inner right black on the 3. So first chord, as a reminder, that changed to the second. That changed to the third. And now the fourth. So that's all 4 chords. But this rhythm that's been playing this entire time is this. Boom, 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 boom. So what's that happening right there? And all this extra stuff you'll get into when you combine the hands, and that's where the hard part happens. You're just learning to read, basically, these things, and that's how you basically understand that whole beginning section. So now if you put it together with the rhythm, octave, 1 note, these 2, back to octave, third, fourth, first, and that's going to be played the entire time. So first chord, second chord, third chord, fourth chord, first chord, second chord, third chord, fourth chord, first, second, third, fourth. Well, that's nice. So right here on the right, octave, couple things going on, boom, bouncing here, boom, 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 down here, chords, and now these notes are playing here. I'm gonna learn this, because I didn't know this, I just knew the old classic. Yeah, it's really beautiful, interesting, and elaborate song. So, yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot, I know. And that can all be done on the piano. And that involves a lot of skill over the course of time. But once you get good, you could go in and start playing like this song. And you're like, you learn it, and then I learned the right hand already, so it's... And it can be like blocked chords, it can be like, like... But that doesn't sound as good as putting into a rhythm. Yeah, that's kind of the basics of like understanding kind of how to find the chords and stuff in the song, and sometimes it'll be like 3 chords, it'll be 4 chords, 5 different chords. Sometimes it'll be like 4 chords that play for a really long time, and then all of a sudden it adds in a 5th chord and just randomly likes to mess with you and stuff. Then it has like same basic rhythm or something, or have like crazy like a. Like it could be mental. All of the stuff that goes on in there. But if you look, eventually you start to see not just those notes, but you actually start to see those full chords that are going on. So you all of a sudden, instead of you seeing, okay, this note, 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 that note, you're seeing, okay, or you're seeing, which is just a simple one note on the bottom. Here, I'll even show you. I'll even show you. One note on the bottom, 2, back down. That's all it is, right? And it advances the sound.